Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, Scott Hammond on the 100% Humboldt podcast. I don't know why I'm looking around like it's some sort of, I'm lost, with my new best friend, Michael Fields.
Nice. Thank you.
Welcome, Michael.
Thank you for
How are
having me. Good.
I like my new question that I open with. Hey, what's your deal?
What's my deal?
Michael, what's your deal?
I have so many deals right now.
You are the owner of the Lager Bar in Blue Lake, California.
Yep, I am. And for 45 years, I was part of Arte, starting in 75. I came up here to Humboldt in 75 to work at Arte. I was 21 and got in a fight in the first 5 minutes I was in Blue Lake.
Sure you did.
In Walt's Friendly Tavern.
Right. Walt's? Was it the Mad River Rose?
No, the Rose was there, but and I was afraid to go in the lager at 21 because I was long-haired from San Francisco, and that wasn't going to fly.
Oh, they would just get your ass kicked.
Yeah, but it was a funny story. The fight was funny because he asked me to dance with his wife, and I said no.
Wow.
And we got what I'll call a good old boy fight where you grab each other and hit each other on the back. Nobody gets hurt.
Right.
You break a lot of stuff. They push you in the street. And then he stuck out his hand and he said, "Friends for life."
Wow.
And I said, okay. And then 30 years later, I was working in the theater at Arte, and I heard the Humboldt Pipe Band start. And I love the pipe band. They're one of my favorites. And so I said, let's take a break. I want to go to the bar and hear them play one.
Right.
I walked over and I'm standing next to the guy I got in the fight with 30 years before. Right? And he says, "Hey, what happened to your hair?" It used to be dark, of course.
Sure. And long.
I said, "I don't know. What happened to your teeth?" You know, we're too old to go back there, but
fair.
It was fair.
That's a fair question.
Right. Exactly.
That's funny. Yeah. I used to have hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. My kids go, "What happened?" I go, "Well, you and drugs and
right,
time
exactly, and all that
wear
good
and
stuff.
tear, and look what you did to me, children." So tell us the arc of the story then. So you were a Bay Area guy?
No, I grew up in Kirkland, where Costco was born.
Sure.
Outside of Seattle, and was a working class town when I came up. But my dad came out of the Navy in World War II and on the GI Bill, first of his family to go to college. Went to Seattle University, which is Jesuit.
Sure.
And that's where he met my mom. But he wanted to put all of his kids through Jesuit schools. And I was the oldest, so I went to Seattle Prep, which sounds fancy. It was all boys. It wasn't that fancy. But #1 football team in the state of Washington. I was an all-state middle linebacker.
Nice.
I love football, had no interest in theater. Absolutely none.
You were going to play ball.
Right. I wanted to play for, I don't know, I was too slow, basically. I wasn't fast enough. But you're a child of that era.
I am.
You were drafted. It was the height of Vietnam when you were 18, and then you went in when you were 19. At least that's the way it was for me. So when I turned 18, they pulled a lottery. They had a lottery. They pulled my number, which was number 5.
Oh, wow.
So I got reclassified the next day and had a year before I went in. And the day I pulled the draft number, my girlfriend at the time said, "Let's go see a play." I said, "Are you kidding me?"
What's a play?
I want to do. We went to University of Washington, which is right across the road from Prep, and saw the San Francisco Mime Troupe do Dragon Lady's Revenge, which was all about the Vietnam War.
Wow. And
I walked up to them afterwards and I said, "Can I join your theater company?" And they said no.
Wow.
Because I didn't know anything. I said, "Well, what can I do?" And they said, "You can join a guerrilla theater company." And I didn't know what that meant. I mean, it could have been like dressing up like a gorilla, you know,
right.
And
not what they meant.
Not what they meant. But it was to sit in front of no offense to Methodist, please, a Methodist church on a Sunday morning with a sign that said "Stop the War." They came out of church and kicked the crap out of me.
Really?
I mean, and I was a big boy then. I mean, I had muscles all over the place, and thank God. But it was a little epiphany. So I went to San Francisco, and got into the theater scene from there.
A good Jesuit boy protesting in the Methodist church.
Right, exactly.
Today, that would probably play really well.
Oh, it would probably play really well.
Methodists would love you.
I mean, I didn't think much about it, and then I went to the University of San Francisco, which is Jesuit too, and I got a really good education.
Jesuits are cool.
They're very cool.
Definitely the cooler of the Catholics.
They say they teach you not what to think, but how to think.
Yeah.
And I think that's, in my experience, has been true.
I have a guest coming up. She's educated Jesuit school in Bakersfield.
Okay.
Yeah. And she told me a little bit about it. I go, some of those fathers were really progressive.
Yeah, they're very
dudes. Yeah. Made you think.
They really made me think.
Let's talk about Jesus for a while.
Yeah. Let's not.
Yeah, we don't even know each other.
Yeah.
so you lived in the Bay Area and went to UCSF?
And then Carlo Mazzoni Clemente and his wife Jane Hill, who founded Del Arte, were running a festival called the Grand Comedy Festival at Kuala at College of the Redwoods.
Oh.
And my mentor at the time in San Francisco, a guy named John Collins, who's passed on, he arranged me to meet. I was doing Hamlet at 21, way before. I have no idea. I don't have memories of it, but he introduced me to them. They saw the show and they said, well, would you like to come up here first? It was like a summer stock, like a season.
Yeah. At CR all summer?
At CR all summer. And I said, sure, why not? They paid, which is unlike most
you got money?
the things.
You could eat?
So I came up here and really fell in love with the place. And they had a really interesting idea. Carla was a bit of a maniac, as most people will attest. But they had, and Jane is still alive and doing, she's an amazing woman. But their idea was based in a very old French Jacques Capot, which is to do a rural training center and a professional touring company.
Wow.
And they did that.
And
that's what Del Arte became here in the U.S. And it was quite exciting at the beginning. We had no money at the beginning.
Sure.
But we still did a lot of good stuff.
So did they leave CR and then go buy the building in Blue Lake and base
Same
there?
time, they bought the building in Blue Lake for $25,000.
Oh, geez. That thing's...
In 1974.
What was it?
It was an Oddfellows Hall.
That's right. It was an old Oddfellows.
Then over the years, it had become a movie theater and there was a barber shop. It was, there were all kinds of things, over the years. But, and when Del Arte bought it, there was horror in the town because no one understood who these people are and what the hell is going on. But it was pretty great to be there in the early days.
Is this a working class town still? There was a logging town, right?
It's total. The mills were running.
Yeah.
I own the logger now. We open at 3 and we close at midnight. In those days, the bar at 6 a.m. if you drove by the logger, they'd be full because they're getting off their shifts up in Corbel. And
got to go have some therapy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he would cash checks for them.
Is that right?
Yeah. So it was. I love the history of now that I own it, I just love the history of it. It's the oldest continually serving bar in the county.
Is that right?
And the reason for that is that during the Prohibition, they opened a shoe store in the front and sold pints of moonshine out the back. So they found a way, I love it.
I got to go get my shoes done.
Right, exactly.
I'll be back in
3 hours. Yeah, exactly.
See you tonight pretty late.
But it's it was quite an adjustment for the town, for everybody. But one of the things which I really love about Blue Lake and about this place in particular is we lived there. We had kids. We were eventually just people like everybody else.
Just fit it right in.
You fit and you become part of the community. We fished, we did we liked that stuff too.
Went to the school
Went
meetings,
to the schools. Yeah, exactly.
PTA meetings.
Exactly. All that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's what a great community.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Joni and I live in McKinleyville up on Dow's Prairie, and that was our first date night to go to Mad River Brewery.
All right.
And we were lucky to get an hour and a half off and to go out there and have a beer in the sunshine because it was.
And the brewery is still going strong. It's such a beautiful place. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
In those days, it was fun. The Bob Dylan birthday party.
See, I don't remember that.
That's what I'm talking. I bet you don't. Yeah. So you came from. So did you live in Eureka when you were at the CR thing, and then move out to Blue Lake?
We actually lived. They housed us in Arcata, and then we transported down to CR. And did a summer stock as you do 3 or 4 shows in repertory. And They had good audiences. CR had a nice theater.
Theater was nice.
Is
it the same one they have now, or did they rebuild?
They rebuilt, I think. Okay. They built a new one. But they did 2 years of that. And then we got a grant, I think, from the National Endowment for the Arts to do a play that combined Native American mythological characters and commedia characters and tour it. So we toured it here, and then we took it to the Bay Area. And then the Mime Troupe, which eventually I worked with a lot of those people, they went to Europe. We did their park season in San Francisco. And
oh, nice.
And then the iconic thing happened when Joan Shirley, God rest her soul, she played a character called Scar Tissue, which is a rural detective. We did a piece on the Fish Wars, which were in the early 70s, or not early, late 70s, up on the Klamath, and went to L.A., and the L.A. Times ran a review. I was sleeping on a floor. This was not fancy touring. And, I was young.
It sounds really sexy.
Yeah, right. And
Beverly Hills?
Yeah, no, way out somewhere in Hollywood. But the person said, I was staying with, she said, "Hey, let's look at this. Look at the L.A. Times," and the review said, "You got to see this." Something like that. The headline sold out 3 months in 6 hours. 8 shows a week.
Far out.
And then we're on the map at home. That's what put us on the map back here in Humboldt.
What year was that?
1981 or 2, I
remember
forget.
that. Yeah. It was a big deal.
Big deal. So
did it sell out up here?
Oh, yeah. Once then everything. Then we started getting.
That's a lot of sellouts.
That's a lot of sellouts. Huh. So
where did you perform it?
At the Odyssey Theater in Santa Monica, which isn't big, but I'd look out and I'd see people like Johnny Carson. I mean, and they're going to steal your material. That's what they're looking for.
Sure.
But that's all right. They were in the audience, you know.
So Carson.
Yeah. So we had a lot of comedians come and see it.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was actually.
Who was coming up then that you remember that would come out?
Oh, geez.
Pre-Seinfeld.
Pre-Seinfeld. So it was really the old ones.
Like Joey Bishop.
Milton Berle. You know, I mean, those
cats.
Those are the oldies would be.
Steve Martin? No.
I'd just look out through the curtains and see if I could see anybody that I knew, you know, but it was quite the experience. And then we started touring. And then when you start touring, then you get to be, you know, that's a whole different life.
Right. The rock and roll roadshow.
Yeah. Well, it can be pretty hard.
Yeah.
I was going to write a memoir. I started it, but energy and time, you know, it's called The Car Was on Fire from the Inside. And it's a true story of touring up the I-5 corridor. And literally the touring car caught on fire from the inside.
Is that right?
Yeah. And the smoke filled the car from the inside.
From the inside.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was a crazy day.
You guys are from Humboldt.
Yeah. Yeah. So
what would you tour at? Would you go up like through Bakersfield and then Fresno, or?
We would go, normally we'd ride a piece that we do here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would take it to San Francisco first because we had an audience there, a loyal following there.
Sure.
And we do SF and then Berkeley. We do Julia Morgan in Berkeley. And then we go to LA direct because those you get the reviews and you need that to get the grant support and
all the things,
all those other things. And then we started doing San Diego on a regular basis.
Really? What theater?
San Diego Rep.
Sure.
And
my hometown.
Yep. We did a couple of co-productions with them, big shows in their new space down at that shopping place. I forget the name of it, but it was right downtown. And those were great times in San Diego.
Yeah, the Gaslamp District?
Yes, the Gaslamp District.
That would have been brand new when you guys were down there, yeah.
Yeah, it was relatively new all around.
That was, growing up, that was all just boarded up, trashed up, old downtown, beat up. Rail yards, all the Hyatt and all that was all just muddy rail yards with just crap.
And this Horton Plaza.
Correct.
That was the name of the place where the Rep was. It had 2 theaters.
Horton was famous.
Was it? I don't know the history.
Preachers and prostitutes and the whole nine. It was pretty dicey, dude.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's a beautiful place, and I went back.
It's lovely now.
About 4 or 5 years ago for a conference, and stayed across the street. They're even doing it again. It's transformed again.
It's lovely. As a kid, we lived in National City just to the south. I had to get on a bus at 10, 11, 12 years old. and you could take the bus for 50 cents and play downtown for, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Wow.
Jack in the Box and the Spreckles Theater, and they had pinball and arcades, and you'd go buy the White Album for $7, and it was just get up on top of the parking structure and throw pennies and spit.
It's the life,
It was a dreamy fun day.
Yeah. I remember a Greek restaurant we went to outside of Horton Plaza, and the woman loved us, loved the show. You sometimes find that on tour. You find a restaurant or a bar that people you keep going back to.
They know who you are.
They know who you are, and it becomes ideal. In Boston, of course, we were at a restaurant bar with a cook named Tiny, 400 pounds, and and all of the theater workers in Boston go to this bar, and it's great. You just find your people,
That's cool. I like that, the road stories. So
yeah,
maybe the memoirs are
it'll happen at some point. It's just, there's a lot going on because I'm doing a lot of theater in the bar, which is, I come from an Irish family.
In your bar currently?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So like next 2 weeks from now, we'll be doing one. But my family had some Irish roots, and I went back to Ireland in 1981, I think it was, I came from Catholic from the north. Mm-hmm. So there was hard times. Londonderry is where I went and was arrested by the British Army for looking like a terrorist, which, okay, I kind of do in the right light, but,
you sure do.
I was detained.
Nick, keep an eye on this guy.
But it was...
that was in the day, though, where
it was the Troubles, height of the Troubles. And
the Troubles.
Yeah. And I saw a bunch of shows in Dublin in the South, and one of them was by a playwright named J.B. Keane, and he just inspired the heck out of me. He was dead already then, but he owned a pub in Cork in the South.
Been there, yeah.
And he said, he basically wrote about whatever he saw in his pub. Huh. And then they said he was never going to make anything of himself because it was too provincial. And he said, we'll see. He became the most popular playwright.
Is that right?
In Ireland.
And all of Ireland.
In all of Ireland. But he said, one of his patrons said to him, "You have the best job ever. You listen to what we say, you write it down, and you charge us to hear it." And I think that's exactly the bar plays. We're doing one called Lager Legends in 2 weeks. Are really funny, very musical, but based on
nice
local people and conversations.
Who would be the backup with you on that? Would there be a band or?
Oh, the band is it's my favorite 4 people around. Marla Joy, Jeff Kelly, Tim Randalls, and Mike LeBole are the 4-piece band, and we put them in the back. We seat 60 people. You can drink during the show.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
That's a feature.
Yeah.
and it's not free.
No, it's not. None of it's free. But we sell out because it's fun.
It sounds like a great time.
And it's a great time, So that's coming up, and then there's one after that. So there's a lot of stuff.
What's it going to be called again?
Lager Legends, Liars, and Lookers.
Nice.
And lookers was my dad's phrase for men, and gender didn't matter. He's a looker. She's a looker. Yeah.
There's a looker. Yeah. I know what that is. So if you're just joining me, it's my friend Michael Fields from the Lager Bar in Del Arte and other places on earth. And what a pleasure. So tell me more about if one wanted tickets for that. So this is a little shout out moment.
Sure.
Is there a website?
Yeah. It's a weird name, but I'll spell it for you. It's Long Shatter. LONGSHADR. Shatter. And it was because that was the sign on my driveway when I bought my house. Because I live on a side of a hill with a cut. Mm-hmm. So we get those in the wintertime.
A long shatter.
Yeah, you get those shadows that you don't get that afternoon sun like you do in some places.
Right.
So that's why it's named that. But it was also about letting in the light. We started it during COVID, and everybody was kind of shut in, and so how we do that. And but there's a website you can go to, .com. You get tickets, you get information, you get everything.
Longshatter, SHADER.com.
Less DR.com.
.com.
Yeah.
Nice. So you can pick up tickets there, or can you buy them at the bar?
You can buy them from me, anybody at the bar, but you come. I bartend 1 day a week, Wednesdays, 3 to 6.
3 to 6.
I was bartending more, but it was starting to slowly kill me. So I thought, no, let's do 1 day a week. It's fun. I want to know all the systems in the bar. I want to know the locals, and they're great locals.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Oh, so salt of the earth, man.
Yeah.
So we started dating there and going to, after 40 years of marriage.
Wow.
Maybe we were 35 at that point. Just really falling in love with the town and the people and the old Crows and Lolas and the bands that were playing there. And
the Old Crows have saved my life on a couple of big occasions.
Real quick, let's define Old Crows for those that don't know. So it's a men's club.
Yeah, kind of.
They wear bowling shirts.
Yeah, it's not blue. A fancy club, and they basically do good works. I mean, they're
do-gooders, right?
They're do-gooders.
Yeah,
and so I do a St. Patrick's Day deal. Kate, who owned the bar before me, had started it, but I make about 80 pounds of corned beef at the Grange behind it. And we cover the pool table. We bring it over with the cabbage and the potatoes and the bread and lay out a thing. And somebody said, oh, they'll just, it's donation. They'll rip it off. I said, they didn't. Everybody's so great. We paid for it all by donations. Perfect. And, but the Crows do it. They cook. They're the heavy lifters for this event. And then the pipe band plays and the Vanishing Pints play and you can't move in the bar.
Wow.
It's packed.
And the Guinness is flowing that night.
And the Guinness is flowing, yes.
Somebody told me at lunch today, Guinness Zero is delicious. I've never tried it.
I have only tried it once. We carry Guinness in the can now, but I would love to get it back on tap. Mm-hmm. People love Guinness as a dark beer option.
Yes.
And we have a lot of beers. Oh, my God, we have a lot of beers. But
famous for the beers.
Famous for the beer. Beer and a shot if you're going to come when I'm bartending.
Yeah, okay.
Don't ask me for a grasshopper.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
We're in Ireland. So my Ireland story is that we were in Cove, which is outside of Cork. So we were on a ship. So we were north of there. We came into Cove and we went down to the little village of, I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, we came back. We're having a Guinness as a meal at 1:00.
Right.
And here comes a stumbling guy. Hey, Sean, what are you doing here? Sean falls into the bar, and Sean suffers with what they call the affliction.
Yes.
Hey, Shawnee, can we get you to get going now? We'll come back later or something. And it was just an amazing cultural, iconic experience. And the guy that owned the bar had won it. He was a Guinness something. He had something to do with Guinness, but he had won the bar in a lottery. And it was kind of an interesting story. And as Irish, it was fun, man.
Oh, I love it. My daughter,
Sweethearts.
My daughter is, now she's in her 30s. And she's in Kabul, Afghanistan, working for the UN. Scares the crap out of me.
I bet, yeah.
But she has red hair, born redhead. Huh. And when she was like 7 or 8, I took her and her brother, who's a little older, to Dublin. I was directing a show in Copenhagen, had a week off, took them. Their mom's Danish. And she was holding my hand. We were going to take the tour at Trinity College in Dublin, just because I like to get the history from seeing it, instead of. So we were about to start. She looks around and everybody has red hair, and she goes, I'll come here to college.
Wow.
And I said, okay, Sure. She did.
And she did it.
She went to Trinity. She met an Irish guy. She's been with him for 7 years. He's a Dubliner. So Beautiful. I've had reason to go back. Lots of reason to go back.
Love that story.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's do the quiz show now.
All right.
So, we have a sponsor here. They're you might be familiar with the folks at Dick Taylor Chocolate.
Oh yeah,
Dick Taylor Chocolate, located in Eureka, California. The winners of something recently that was huge, and they just keep winning. So, This is a Baileys Toledo, 72% dark chocolate. And don't grab for this too quick because you have not earned it yet.
Oh, I probably won't earn it. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
You got a shot.
You're right.
So here we go. Are you ready?
Yep, sure. There you go.
Question number 1. What's your best day?
It's my best day.
What was your best day if you could remember the day?
Oh, probably the day that I have been with my current wife for 22 years. The day we got married was a really great day.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah. It was great.
Hear that?
We got married to the Law and Order theme.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
It's pretty fun. It was really a blast, though. It was not.
Was that at Del Arte?
No, it was at Cal Arts on what they call the Lido deck at night.
Huh. Where's that?
Cal Arts is in Valencia, just north of L.A.
Sure.
Yeah. So it was beautiful.
Weather was great.
Weather was hot. Yeah, it was nice.
L.A.
It's great.
We're going down in another week or so.
Yeah.
We're going to go out to Ojai. You ever been out there?
Just once. Yeah.
Ojai Valley's pretty cool.
I hear that.
It's my wife's from there, and she's going to give us the tour. And
good.
We stay at the Blue Iguana.
I have. Well, there
you go.
There you go.
Don't tell anybody.
I won't.
Next question.
Yes.
For all the some of the marbles, Michael, what was your worst day in your life?
The worst day. I haven't had very many what I would call really bad days.
That's cool. I like that.
Honest to God, nothing comes to mind in the sense of having a terrible day.
Yeah, we all get a bad day, but
not the worst.
Not
the worst day. I haven't had that yet. Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
it's hanging out there waiting for me. Yeah, exactly.
So question number 3?
Yes.
We fund your whole day to go have fun. Money's not an object. It's in Humboldt, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. What's your ideal day that you'd go out and have fun here in beautiful
Humboldt County? I would go to the beach to start. I don't go to the beach enough, and it's so close.
It's so close.
And honestly, I love the walk around Trinidad Head.
Yeah.
And to do that, and then to come back and have breakfast at the Seascape.
Sure.
And
good
then
start.
As a good start, right? I like Six Rivers Brewery for a little lunch, and then Redwood Forest for another good walk.
There you go. Arcata.
I love the Minor Theater.
Yeah.
And then I took my bar staff on a pub crawl for Christmas a couple years ago. And we ended up at one of the bars is the Shanty in Eureka, which is a dive. We went only to dives.
Oh, yeah. Dive bar crawl.
Dive bar. But the Shanty is one of my favorite dives.
That's the one right down by the Eagle House down on 3rd.
Yes. Yeah. It's right down there.
They do live music too, right?
They just started again.
Yeah.
Used to be when I got here, it was a strip club. I never went in because it scared me too much.
Right.
But
so it should.
But I guess they've opened up. One of the bartenders there, Nick, is a patron at the Lager, and he told me they opened up that old room again for live music. They have a wonderful outdoor area.
Yeah, they have a big outdoor. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's it's a great dive.
Yeah. So what other bars did you crawl?
We went to what's the one in Ferndale? The Palace.
Sure.
Ernie's.
Ernie's is definitely divey.
I love Ernie's. Small.
Yeah.
So I thought it's funny when you own a bar, this for me. I don't drink as much as I used to. I mean, I wasn't I just don't. And it's nothing, I can't point to anything to say this change. It could be getting older too, but so I thought, what should I drink on this bar? Because I don't want to get messed up on a pub crawl with my, so.
You're the boss.
Yeah. I thought I'll have a Manhattan, which I have to make sometimes, and I can. Mm-hmm. But I want to taste how other people do it. So I went to, what the worst, I shouldn't say the worst. I'll say the best. The best was Ernie's. And the cheapest was Ernie's.
Okay.
Others got way more expensive, and one didn't even, I don't know, it was Des Moines, Iowa. It wasn't a Manhattan.
What they put
in here. I don't know what they put in there, but it wasn't what goes in a Manhattan.
Watch it, Buster. I'm from Iowa.
Right. So
Sioux City.
So anyway, it was It was wonderful. But I do love the shanty, and I love the food in Eureka and Old Town. I like Old Town, period.
Old Town's cool.
To close out a day in Humboldt County.
Yeah.
Because you can walk to everything too,
Oh, it's all right there.
So.
Yeah. Were you around for the Old Town Bar and Grill back in the day?
Yes.
The shows?
Oh, yeah.
What's her name?
I went to Lazio, Deborah Lazio.
Deborah Lazio.
Yeah. I used to go to a lot of stuff in Old Town. And 4th of July celebration, when you could take the train all the way from Blue Lake to Arcata.
That's right. They ran the trains.
Yeah. And that was wonderful. No driving,
And you're going to get a train, or I'm sorry, you're going to get a trail at some point from Blue Lake to Arcata, right?
Yeah. That's the hope.
It's on the books, yeah.
It ends at the Logger. That's a good place to have it end.
That actually does.
Yeah. It stops at the Logger.
So last question that I want to tell you my Mad River Rose stories.
Sure.
Remember Rolls Rock, the band?
Yes.
Yeah, they were something. Hey, last question.
Yeah.
Who are you, and what do you want? What's your deal?
I'm a theater maker at heart, and it's what has driven me. And I've been so lucky. Donald Forrest, who was my partner and passed away almost exactly a year ago, 2 years ago. Donald and I came up together. Our sons are nearly the same age. They're best friends still.
Wow. Is he a Blue Laker?
He was, because we were in the company together for such a long time. But we always talked about two things: that we aren't done, that we might be older, but we aren't done making stuff. And two, how grateful and lucky we were to make a life in this work rather than have to work for the man or the system. Or we made our own choices. We made our own lives. Yeah, there were consequences to some of those choices, but we did it, and we were very grateful about that. We had a lot of great talks at the end.
It's beautiful.
But that's so. Yeah, we're not done.
Yeah,
I'm not done making stuff.
Oh, I think you're just getting started.
Yeah.
next level, dude. Come on.
Yeah. So
let's go, baby. You're just getting rolling here. That's my theory. I think there's a lot of next levels.
Oh, and
if we choose them.
If we choose it, your best work's in front of you, I think. Yeah. And it's not about work or labor. For me, it's about the creative work is in front of me.
Speaking of AI and what AI has to say about you.
Yes.
This is a new feature in the show.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm sure AI has a lot to say about
Nick,
it.
let's see if this tracks. Blue Lake's a small town known for its vibrant art scene and close-knit community. I love that. Annie and Mary Days.
Yeah, it is.
You guys just had that Hoptoberfest thing and stuff in Perigo Park.
Yeah.
I worked at Perigo Park for a summer. I was a recreation aide back in 100 years ago. Rec major, Humboldt State.
There you go.
Not Cal Poly, Humboldt State. Graduate of Del Arte International School of Physical Theater. I liked what it said here, that you're about community resilience and demonstrating dedication to theater as a medium for meaningful dialogue. I love that. And it calls you a community guy, and arts as a means of connection and healing. Blue Lake see if this is a quote you made. We'll see if he claims this one.
Yeah.
Blue Lake is more than just a place to live. It's a home for creativity and collaboration. Probably could have said that.
Yeah, I could have said that.
It's a nice quote. I think that's fair.
It is. And it is an extraordinary community.
It really is. And, Joni and I could afford to live there. We'd probably sell our house, decent house in McKinleyville. But I guess that's what makes it a treat. It's 32 in McKinleyville, and then it's 82 out in Blue Lake, and we're come out in our trunks.
Exactly.
We're swimming.
It was interesting when I was teaching at the school, the students, a lot of international students, and those students would come and knock on my door at all hours, and I thought I couldn't live. I didn't have kids then, so I moved out to Warren Creek because it's halfway in between, 10 minutes to Blue Lake, 10 minutes to Arcata.
Oh, yeah.
And I could afford it then. Actually, it seemed like a lot then. But
yeah, and now it's a bargain.
It's a bargain.
Yeah, I spent like a lot of money on our house.
Right,
it's $250 to build a house on an acre.
Yeah,
man, did I get ripped off?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Maybe we did okay.
I think you did great.
Yeah, we did great. 9 kids later, and I love, as a comment to what you said, I love the not quite I did it my way, but I was able to forge a way
Right.
in a county that's tough to survive in, much less thrive in. And you did it with an artful pizzazz and panache, and to create and to do all that. That's kudos, man. Right on.
Well, thank you.
And the kudos is you, my friend. Winner, chicken dinner. Honey's coming home with the chocolate bar.
All right. Thank you so much, Scott.
Courtesy of Dick Taylor Chocolates.
I love Dick Taylor.
Oh man, they're amazing. Great guys.
Yeah. Terrific.
You ever heard Huckleberry Flint play?
Yes.
Oh, I guess they do. They played it. They play.
They play out there pretty well, not regularly, but that folk
Patrick.
life every year. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We used to never see them. Now we don't miss them.
Yeah. They're really good.
There's another folk life festival. Patrick bases a lot of the shows out there, doesn't he?
Yes. Yeah. At the amphitheater at Arte was where we moved it when it used to be at the ranch above Arcata, and then it moved to.
Yeah. Perfect venue. Outdoors. Summer.
People love it.
Oh, they eat it up, man. I love going there. We missed it this year. We were traveling, but every summer we try to make a show. Couple.
That's great.
So some more of the festivals then. So you have Annie and Mary Days. You got
but when they now call the Mad River Festival the Badawat, which is the Wiyat name for the river, and we at the Logger, along with Hounds of Humboldt, which takes care of dogs, does block parties. Like we just did one on a week ago, where we close off the street and there's vendors and stuff,
all of downtown.
All of downtown, and there's another one at May Day, a May Day fest. But we do that along with other people in the community.
So you know Marvin Samuels?
Oh, sure.
What's up, Marvin, with your tie-dye ways?
He's now writing a column for the Mad River Union.
Yeah, I read that pretty regular.
So,
yeah,
I see Marvin a lot.
They call him Scoop Samuels. What's up, Scoop?
No, he does a lot. He used to run the chamber too for a while in Blue.
Oh, he's a great guy. And then Rick, his friend, Cadillac Ranch.
Cadillac Ranch.
Tell me Rick's last name. I should know it.
Rick Levin.
Great guy.
Yeah.
All those guys, man. And Joel, they just lost Joel, one of the Crows.
Oh yeah, I went to his memorial thing.
Sweet guy.
He used to come in the Logger dressed in an impeccable suit, which is just rare to see. Nobody blinked an eye, but he looked amazing. He would drink high-end scotch, which I loved. So, I loved Joel. He was a wonder. I was on the Blue Ox board for maybe 20 years, and Joel was on it for a short time.
Was that right?
Yeah.
With Eric Hollenbeck?
With Eric Hollenbeck, yeah.
Saw him on a TV show. It was a YouTube video testifying before the state of Oregon in Portland, 1994 or 5.
Yeah.
And he had dark hair and Pendleton. And there's Al Gore and Hillary.
Oh, yeah.
And he's telling the Logger story, the story of, I don't know what they were testifying about, but it's like, oh, this dude's the real deal.
Well, I did Radio Man, the play that came out of us episodes of his life.
Did you write that?
No. Jim McManus was a playwright from back east, came out, but he spent a lot of time here, and then I directed it with the cast, and we did it at Del Arte, and it was a powerful, powerful piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really powerful to look in the audience of 150 people and have men in their 60s weeping.
Beautiful.
I mean, I think that is a testament to Eric's stories and everything else, but it's a lot of powerful stories, and the Ox is a very special place.
And then Eric went and did the Craftsman, right?
Yeah,
on
the
Discovery,
Craftsman series on Discovery.
DIY Network, whatever.
Yeah.
Part of Discovery.
Yeah, the Magnolia Net. I forget what it was, but it was something. Yeah.
Yeah. What a sweet guy.
He's a very sweet guy. He
sat here and drank scotch. First the last guy I ever had drink on the set here. No, he had all the stories.
Yeah, all the stories.
Yeah. In fact, of the almost 100 podcast, his is probably the most viewed.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, because he's living history and a sweetheart.
Did he tell you the story about getting dropped off after his dad died, so they shipped him home to Humboldt, and they dropped him in Oakland in the middle of the night. He'd never been to Oakland.
Wow.
He'd never been out of Humboldt except to go to Vietnam.
Wow.
And he hitchhiked the wrong way, ended up in San Jose.
Oops.
And somebody picked him up a guy he thought may not have been real because the guy drove him all the way to Eureka and dropped him at
got an angel.
Yeah, he got an angel.
A Jesuit angel.
To take him all the way home.
I love it.
So, yeah.
I think he did mention that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because he took me all the way to the door.
Yeah.
Something like that. He just like, what?
And I never went to Vietnam because Nixon canceled the draft a week before my induction.
Wow.
It was just
on the
luck.
edge. Yeah.
It was nothing. I had a lot of my family, not a lot, a few of my family members died over there. And my daughter taught English over there for a while.
Wow.
So I went over to see her, excuse to go to Vietnam. And what an amazing country. Everybody's under
great.
30.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's supposed to be great.
I loved it.
Yeah. Good experience.
Yeah. Great experience.
Yeah. What a guest. Hey, if you're just joining us and you're pretty late, by the way, my new best friend, Michael Fields from Blue Lake and Del Arte and the Lager Bar. And what do you see for the future for Blue Lake? What would you like to see? And what do you envision?
What an interesting question, Scott. There's been a little bit of community kerfluffle, as I'm sure you've read in the news and stuff around.
Oh, there was something going on in Blue.
Oh, yeah.
Let's recall our entire government.
And it's exactly. Well, there's the state housing mandate, and I don't pretend to understand it, but there's a lot of land down by the river that people are considering how to develop and what to do with, and how that gets washed in the long term is going to determine a lot about the future. There's not a lot of stuff to do in Blue Lake without, well, they just built a skate park, which is wonderful.
Right. They got the BMX track.
And they got the BMX track down there, which is wonderful.
Is that opened? Are they running on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
We get a lot of bikers. I mean, not pedal bikers, not.
We got all the mountain bikers that go up to the fishery, right?
Right.
Hatchery.
They come up there too. So we get stuff. I see a lot of bikers in the bar. And, but it's going to be determined by, there's the rest that needs a restaurant. It needs some, I mean, the
Murphy's.
Murphy's. We have Murphy's in Glendale.
Doesn't count.
Yeah. That needs something. And I think if they can figure out not to worry that people moving in aren't going to be the end of the world.
Right.
Because I don't think they will be. They never.
Nor do they want a Dollar General.
No, they don't want any of that stuff. No. And the town used to have such remarkable, unique thing, like Stardo's, the cafe. Mm-hmm. That was a fantastic little place, and more of that kind of stuff.
Did she shut that down?
Oh, he got killed. It was terrible.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
It was a terrible thing.
I think I know that story a little bit.
Yeah. So, but it's always that cafe. When I got here was a Mexican cafe. And then it became the cozy corner where she would yell at you to put your own money in the till because she was too busy. Make your own tea. And we put all of the Critics Circle Awards Del Arte got, we put them on the Coke machine at the cozy corner cafe. So, but it was a center. The Lager's like that. It's a living room. Mm-hmm. But you need more of that. Yeah. There needs to be more of that in town. And that's my hope for the future.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of younger people now. There's more kids. But you can't get too NIMBY, not in my backyard kind of. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, nothing changes,
Right. It'll stagnate, if you will.
It'll stagnate, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got to be something more than the casino and the gas station.
Yeah, it's got to be something that, that's something for the community, so.
Yeah. We're going out to the casino tomorrow for Mary Keene's We Are Up.
Oh, yeah. That's a great
fundraiser
project, too.
Oh, she's great, and it's a great program.
Yeah.
The ranch is going to be beautiful.
Oh, good.
Wonderful. So when you say waterfront, are you talking about down by the levee?
Yeah. The levee where the old ultra power plant used to be.
Right.
That whole area begs
for development.
Of some sort.
Yeah.
That is, and there's been all kinds of ideas and plans, and people make drawings about stuff, but it's begs something fun and creative and not just, 2-story housing.
Let's get a leader.
Yeah.
Let's get somebody to lead this thing.
Right, exactly.
Get it out of committee, because the committee will go on for another decade.
Exactly.
Or decades.
Decades, I agree. It's got to have some momentum. because it's great land down there.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful walk. We
Yeah.
always frequently do that before we go sit and relax. No, I'm really envious. What a great place. Hey, any parting shots? Anything you'd like to add to an already nice time together?
Not particularly. I mean, I thank you for doing this. This is important.
Thank you.
And I think that one of the things that this program, the theater that is not just the remake of something done 100 times, is you tell the story. There's a lot of stories. Eric Hollenbeck. There's the stories we need to tell. People need to be able to get those out into the bloodstream because they're powerful and they come from here. And that is important that it come from place, I think, not just from the media that we see on our televisions.
Yeah, and this will go on. It'll be on YouTube for a couple of years. my friend Peter Starr says you're an archivist of people.
Yeah. Well,
thank you. I think that's good.
It's very good. I think that's very important that
worthwhile.
that be done.
Yeah. So, how do you want to be remembered? What would be your legacy, or when we go to your celebration of life, what would you like on your tombstone? That question.
I haven't thought about a tombstone legacy, but I have already written my obit.
Oh, nice. Give us the highlight. Give us the highlight
No,
reel.
it's about.
Good.
I just wanted to make it funny, and I end it with a joke that I probably shouldn't tell in the air. It's not a dirty joke. There's no bad words. But it is. Actually, I'll tell it and you can cut it, can't you?
Probably shouldn't tell it, but go for it.
Okay. It's not a bad joke. This is how my obit ends. It's there is a walrus and he's driving over the Santa Monica Hills to the ocean, and it's very hot. And his car starts to miss, its engine's missing. So he pulls into a little garage and it's very hot. And he says, "Can you take a look at the car?" And the guy says, "I can take a look. I don't know if I can fix it today." But the walrus goes and gets a soft ice cream cone because it's hot. But he's a walrus, so he can't really hold it very well. So it's melting all over him and his face. And he goes back to the garage and he asks the mechanic, "What is it?" And he said, the mechanic turns and looks at him. He says, "Looks like you blew a seal."
Nice.
There's your joke.
But up, boom.
That's your joke.
It's hard to get that on a tombstone.
Yeah, it is. You can't put it on a tombstone, but yeah.
That has some nuance too.
You got to think about it.
Wait a minute. I know the Santa Monica Hills. Like what was the canyon? Laurel Canyon.
Laurel Canyon.
Yeah.
That drive is amazing. Yeah. But I just wrote an obit, if you have a second, and I don't mean to push you.
Sure, you're fine.
For a guy named Brad. We don't even know his last name for sure. He was a regular at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
We called him Three Finger Brad because he had literally 3 fingers left on his right hand. And he told so many different stories about how he lost his fingers. Nobody knew the truth.
Really knew.
And he passed away, but he didn't have anybody. There was no family. There was nothing. So one of our other patrons, that's the great thing about patrons in a bar. They take care of each other, and they really do care. Took him to the hospital. My wife went and saw him off.
Wow.
And I wrote an obit, and I got it in the North Coast Journal. Mm-hmm. And even though Hank called me and he said, "You write a lot of funny stuff. Is this real?" And I said, "It's about as real."
Hank's with the Loco.
Oh, Loco,
yeah,
right.
That's fine.
The Loco, and who's on North Coast Journal? Somebody asked if it was legit.
Could have been any one of their editors.
Any one of their editors came and talked. Anyway, it was...
Did you publish it?
Yeah. It got published, and we had to pull a picture from Pinterest because we had no photo of him. So it's not his photo. And it got published.
Hilarious.
It's on the wall in the bar. But it's like...
How long ago was that?
About 6 months, I would say.
What was his name?
Brad Thornton.
I'll look it up.
Look it up because it's a
obit.
hysterical obit. Because I write, it's all fiction, and it all talks about his time with Dick Cheney and the CIA.
Sweet.
And his playing for Notre Dame's #1 football team.
Forrest Gump.
He never did any of this stuff.
And how he lost his finger. How did you write Oh, the loss of the digit.
Oh, it was a bet with a friend over who would lose their fingers first. Yeah, they chopped it off. And but flash forward, mundane. I'm at some store buying a leash for my dog, and because she's 100 pounds and broke hers. And I ran into a guy I knew, and he said, "Hey, nice obit for Brad." He said, "But you missed the part about him being a champion surfer." And I said, "Get out of here. He is not a champion surfer." But that was, I think you do homage to people.
Beautiful.
I love it. Yeah, in that way.
A tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Scott.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I'll see you in Blue Lake.
You will?
Yep. And thanks for listening. If you just joined us, you're really late to the show. And but you could still like us and love us and subscribe to us. And
exactly.
Send money and pictures and good wishes and prayers. So we are heading toward number 100 really soon. So that'll be
Congrats.
cool.
Good.
And thanks to my main man, Nick. And please like us and see us on YouTube and all the podcast platforms. And 100% Humboldt, Scott Hammond. Make it a great day. And thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it.